As the field set to go to green, 25 trips around the Greene County Speedway here with your DSO Champ 305 sprints. We're underway. Field off into turns 1 and 2. They'll race to the back straightaway. Who has the advantage? Bailey Hughes has the advantage right now. Yogi working top shelf in a 3 and 4, trying to fend off the charge of the 22M Maurice Moran. They make right rear to left front contact down the front straightaway. The 29 had to roll out of the throttle. He let the 22M race by. It'll be Moran up into second. Goodman running in third. Battle for fourth behind them. The $9 of Kyle Clark has it. The 22. Charlie Crumpton had been looking at it. Wasn't able to get there. The 3 of Jet Hayes running in the 6th spot. Split hairs to the back straightaway. The 04 caught in the middle. The $9 to the inside. The 938 to the outside. That'll be the race for 7th, 8th, and 9th right now. Advantage to the taxi cab. Danny Smith in 7th. Bradley Fazard in 8th. Kyle Jones back to 9th. And Austin Shores right now going to run at your top 10. Up front, you've got a battle for the race lead. It's Reese Moran. Reese Moran takes to the top side of the speedway, and he bolts up into the race lead on lap number 4. Coming around to complete lap number 5 now. Bailey Hughes back to second. Wayne Goodman running in third. Kyle Clark running in fourth. Danny Smith, meanwhile, has trekked his way up into the 5th spot. The 83 of Jet Hayes. He's going to run in 6th. As here comes the 29 now to the top of the 777. Yogi has the run to the back straightaway. He'll get back up in a second now. The 777 to Hughes, shuffle back to third. Kyle Clark now going to go to work on her as they work around to the front straightaway. Problems for 2 drivers here. The 7F of Brian McClellan down to the infield, and Elizabeth Phillips. Her night, unfortunately, coming to a close on lap at number 7. As your leaders starting to see the back of the field here, the 22M. Closing on the 1 of Diebrich to put him a lap down. The 29L of Lane Goodman trailing by 2.646 seconds right now. The $9 Kyle Clark running in that 3rd spot. Bailey Hughes back to 4th. Danny Smith closing in 5th. Jet Hayes trying to hold on to 6th. Here comes Kyle Clark in the 04 though. And Kyle Jones, my apologies. In the 04, he had shuffled himself back to 10th a couple of laps ago. Starting to make up a little bit of time here. He's back to 10th about lap 3. He's back up into 6th as we'll take one around. That is the 83 start time tomorrow evening. Field set to go back to green. 10 laps completed of 25 as we're back underway. Field back underway. Goodman.
Looking to double up here.
He is moving here as we reach the halfway point, or come near the halfway point anyway. 22C of Charlie Crumpton, the 938 of Bradley Fazard, the 31 of Casey Wills, the 8X of Austin Shores, and the 29. Lane Goodman now your top 10 as we go back to green. Bailey Hughes down to the bottom of the restart, holds on to the 3rd spot. Danny Smith chasing, as is Jones, as is the 22C of Crumpton. Jones down to the bottom of the speedway, coming after the $5. They work around the front straightaway. Smith able to clear him. He holds on to the 4th spot. Now drives the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Jones going to look to the outside. Here comes the Smiley's Racing Products number 04. He will race side by side into turns 3 and 4. Takes it across the racetrack. Into the cushion a little late. The $5 able to beat him to the punch. Oh, Jones off at the top of the racetrack. Kyle Jones sailed her in just a little bit too hard, but he's going to take her off the racetrack, but he holds on to it. We stay green as they come to the cross flags, and we're halfway done. Danny Smith, meanwhile, taking over the final podium step. He is up into 3rd. Bailey Hughes back to 4th. Casey Wills through all that, going to make his way up into the top 5. Charlie Crumpton running in 6th. Jones recovering. He runs in 7th. Austin Shores in 8th. 9th is going to be Goodman in 29. Your top 10 going to round down with a 938 of Bradley Fazard. Jones once again. This is the top in 1 and 2 as we got problems with the front straightaway for the 39 of Tyree. He's going to go in and take it down pit side as the battle might be on for the lead here. The $9 of Kyle Clark has reeled in. The 22M of Reese Moran was nearly side by side with him last time at the exit of turns 1 and 2. Both drivers roll up to the cushion in turns 1 and 2. Oh, Clark going to find the concrete and he's on his side. So that'll be one to keep your eye on here. We got 10 laps remaining. The cone will grace the front straightaway. Reese Moran brings him around to the wave of the green. And Wills just about finds the same patch of concrete that $9 did. He's going to give up 2 spots in the process. Keeps her back under control, though, and we're going to avoid the caution. Danny Smith, meanwhile, high side trucking around the 777 to Bailey Hughes to take over the 2nd spot. Hughes back to 3rd. Austin Shores in the 8. Working inside up into the 4th spot. Charlie Crumpton back to 5th. Wheel stands her a little bit right in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Throttles her back down, holds on to it. Lane Goodman, meanwhile, on his back bumper. Casey Wills patrolling the inside, trying to reclaim those valuable lost positions. It came out of the B main. Oh, Goodman, this time he is going to bring it to a stop over at turn number 3. 29L of Lane Goodman had been running in 6. Now he'll be at the back of the field. Casey Wills going to occupy that spot. Bradley Fazard in 7th. Kyle Jones in 8th. Dean Jake Jr. in 9th. And Riker Pace your top 10 as we go back to green. 17 laps completed. 31 to the outside of the 22C, trying to get back up to the top 5. Here comes Wills. Sperry, Oklahoma driver, trying to get some momentum. Crumpton able to keep him at bay for now. Bradley Fazard into that mix in the 938. He's going to get 1. He's going to get 2. He's going to move up into the top 5 now. Clears the 22C and the 31 at the exit of turn number 2. Rolls back to the cushion over in turns 3 and 4. Crumpton coming back after him. Short slides into the front straightaway. He'll get back into the top 5. Now the V&H fresh number 938 to the bottom. He'll leave the top side open. Here comes the 31 of Casey Wills. Good race right now. That is for the 5th, 6th, and 7th position. Is Crumpton all kinds of crossed up. He's going to hold on to it. They're going to race their way by. They're like downtown traffic. Not quite sure where that came from. As they're able to hold on and keep it green. Up front, Moran with 5 to go. Make that 4 to go now. Danny Smith running in 2nd. Austin Shores in 3rd. Bailey Hughes in 4th behind her. It's chaos. The 938 of Fazard getting out in front of it right now. The 31 of Casey Wills currently running in the 6th position. Kyle Jones in 7. Charlie Crumpton back to 8. Dean Jake Jr. and Riker Pace right now your top 10. The 29 of Lane Goodman up into 11th. Kyle Jones again turns 1 and 2. Bit his nemesis in this one. Skips over the top once again. Holds on to it. Brings it back on the racetrack. Now trailing the 8 of Riker Pace. He's fallen outside of the top 10, trying to get back into it now. At the line, he will take it away from the 8R is Goodman now. He's going to slip her off the top of the racetrack, brings it back under control. As meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom, we've got 2 more turns here at the Greene County Speedway in the 22M of Reese Moran. He's going back to victory lane. The Tulsa Sonic Bolt entry gets the win with the Champ 305 sprints. The $5